Okay, Rob, pan over to our invisible clock that Sean was going to provide 4 months ago. So we all know what time it is at all times. There's our clock we watch for school night drink club.
So we know on school nights what time, we're supposed to go back so we're not bad.
Yeah,
Well, it's been on the to-do list, and like literally every time I walk out of the store, I'm like, God dang it. I love that sound. So literally every time I've walked out of the store, I'm like, God dang it, I forgot to buy that. So
I'm thinking like Marshalls, Home Goods.
Yes, I know. I've been in those stores multiple times, and I walk out and go, fuck, I forgot a freaking clock again. Like, literally every time I walk out, I see that. I'm like, I'm not going back and standing.
And this is something we discuss every time we get together, is the clock.
We need a clock.
And we continue to bitch about it when we could just get off our asses and go get one instead.
Because literally the next morning or at night when it's like 11:30, like, fuck, I hate y'all. I need to go to bed. I'm like, this is way past my school time.
And we all have clocks. We all have phones with clocks and alarms. We don't really need one there. But
Hi, Adam.
Sean wants one. So since she wants one, she's in charge of getting it. That's just the way it is. That's the way life works.
I agree. I'm the poor one. We don't know. I'm the single
and
mom.
I'm the lazy one.
Yeah, except that literally every single time I walk out of the store, I'm like, God damn it, I forgot a freaking clock again. And then the next week, I write it on the list. I'm like, clock. And
but you gotta find the perfect one. Like, I think maybe...
I know it has to be cute. It can't be, like, ghetto
but maybe we need to, like, get on Amazon and choose one together. It's gotta be able to withstand Texas weather.
That was it. They were just like, it has to be cute, but then it was like, oh, no, it has to be, like,
clock.
Functional
and
outdoor.
One of those, like...
Outdoor.
And so that, to me, is like, that sounds boring. Like, functional is not cute and adorable.
Yeah, I just don't want it to be like a school clock, like the...
I could get one that like ding, like
Fuck you.
Oh my god! So when it's like bedtime, the like school bell alarm rings, so we can do that,
and we'll still be here.
That would be awesome.
Hating each other in the morning.
Yeah. So
we were going to talk about how we all met, but Ashley kind of did that in her intro.
No, I really didn't go into details. I just said we were a grumpy old man. And
I think I was here first, and then Ashley, and then Sean. And I moved in December 18th, I think.
Okay, we already went over all that. Let's talk about the weekend that we actually met. What was it? Memorial Day?
Well, but do you know the story about...
We met long before we met you.
Yeah, and it's...
I mean, we'd been hanging out and drinking for
a while.
Months.
Even with Joe. But Sean, I thought he hated me. Do you know the story?
No.
So I lived where the Wildwood is. And I had already met George when I moved in. And I swear to God, I heard Rob and his wife fighting one day in the house.
I don't have a wife.
He doesn't have a wife.
Or a
Apparently
girlfriend.
The TV was
so
loud.
if you're interested, I'm available.
Nice plug.
So I always tried to say hi to him. I'd wave, nothing. I'd hey, nothing while he's walking his dogs. I'm like, asshole, grumpy old man. Well, then one day I've got my music playing while I'm getting ready for work, really loud in my RV, and I was like, I play this every day. I should see how loud it is outside. My outside speakers were on, like blasting rap, hip hop, getting ready music. No fucking wonder he hates me.
Which I never heard.
Yeah. So I tell George, and he's like, "What, Rob? No, he's cool as hell." Because I'm like, I think he hates me. And he was like, I didn't hear the music. I don't think he hates you. He's freaking cool. So later that day, he comes, and I'm sitting outside. Hello, I'm Rob, your neighbor. I'm like, oh, you don't hate me? He's like, I didn't even hear the music. I'm like, well, I wave at you, and he's like, oh, I'm fucking deaf. And I'm like, oh, kind of. I think he chooses to be that sometimes.
Yeah.
But so then, but yeah, no, it kicked off. It was great, and then we met.
And when I walked over, I had a glass of whiskey in my hand.
Yes, you did.
Which is
And I was with Creepy Ty, wasn't I?
Ty.
Creepy Ty was over.
Ty was over there.
Oh, I can't call him Creepy Ty. You told me.
Yeah, you can. Okay, and then
think he's
you
creepy.
guys met.
Joe. Yo ho ho. Yeah, and we thought he was cool, right? He was okay, funny,
Right? Sort of.
entertaining with us, and kept talking about you
And this is
how great you
before I
were,
met-
but you were
this
never
is-
around.
Before I met both of them.
Because we thought she was walking around with her nose up in the air. I mean, good looking, drives a Maserati.
Mozzie. And the
What do you-
one day I go over there, Joe's like, "Come meet Sean." I'm like, "Okay." And well, I know now she'd like just gotten out of the shower, so she was like, "Fuck." Now I understand their relationship. But she was like, "Hi," and I was like,
I mean, literally, I just got out of the shower. My hair, I'm like, hair's all wet in this bun. I have no makeup on. I'm like trying to get stuff for school night, for things the next day. And he's like, come meet the neighbors. I'm like, what? Sure, great, because they're coming in right now. I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
thanks.
Yeah, and I'm like,
That was
hey.
when Joe was friendly, but now Joe's
Yeah.
not friendly anymore.
No.
And so I'm like, hey.
Ever since Memorial Weekend, we dropped Joe and gained Sean.
Yeah.
So now we can talk about that.
Yes. So, so it happened. You were making ribs.
Correct?
You were smoking, and you were smoking the ribs, and making them, and offered them to share with everybody. And Joe's like, "Oh, you should go over and meet Rob. He's a cool, really cool guy, and I think Ashley's over there or something." And blah blah blah. And so I'm like, okay. So go over there, and we eat some ribs. And did I start drinking with you guys then?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know
Oh,
I was
yeah.
already drinking. I can't remember if I
you
brought
drank some and
No,
smoked a
we
cigar.
were all drinking. Rob and I had started drinking Bloody Marys at like 10:30
Yes.
that day. So
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
yeah, it was. You're only allowed to come over if you've got a drink in your hand, kind of a day. So.
Yeah, so we commiserated and ate some ribs and hung out on the back of your truck. I remember trying to jump up a couple times, and Tristan, like, I was just like, I don't know if I was missing coming down or up. Just like, I'm like, yeah, sorry about that, but just like, sorry, train wreck. And oh yeah, we hung out with his and his girlfriend, and that was kind of awkward. And then they ate
weird.
a
They
bunch
ate,
of
yeah,
the
they ate all the ribs.
I'm not taking my bath.
And that would be Amelia, who you will meet
Naked
as well.
baby.